What if I told you that in certain forests, thousands of fireflies flash in perfect unison, not by chance, but through a hidden communication system that scientists are only beginning to understand? Picture this. You're standing in a forest at dusk, surrounded by darkness. Then, one by one, tiny lights begin to appear. But instead of flashing randomly, they start to pulse together, a wave of light that sweeps through the trees like a silent, living symphony. This isn't a special effect. It's one of nature's most breathtaking phenomena. Synchronized fireflies. For centuries, people who witnessed this described it as magic. Some thought it was an optical illusion. Others believed the fireflies were controlled by some unseen force. But the truth is even more remarkable, because these insects are following rules we're only now decoding. So how do they do it? How do thousands of individual fireflies, scattered across a forest, manage to flash at exactly the same time? Let's start with what we know. Fireflies flash to communicate, mostly to find mates. Each species has its own unique flash pattern, like a secret code. But in a handful of species, something extraordinary happens. They sync up. The most famous synchronized fireflies are found in the Great Smoky Mountains in the United States and in Southeast Asian mangrove forests. In these places, the display is so coordinated it looks choreographed. Scientists first documented this behavior over a century ago, but for decades, no one could explain early theories suggested the fireflies were simply responding to the environment, maybe the temperature or the light level. But when researchers looked closer, they realized the synchronization was too precise to be random. The fireflies weren't just reacting, they were talking to each other. Here's how it works. Imagine you're a male firefly perched on a leaf. You flash your light, hoping a female will respond. But if every male flashes whenever he wants, the forest becomes a chaotic mess of blinking lights. Females get confused. Mating fails, so in certain species, evolution found a smarter way: cooperation. Instead of competing, the males work together. They listen to each other's flashes and adjust their own timing. It begins with one firefly flashing. That flash acts like a signal to its neighbors. Flash now. Those neighbors see the light and after a tiny delay, flash too. That signal spreads through the crowd, not in a straight line, but in waves, like spectators doing the wave in a stadium. But here's the fascinating part. Each firefly isn't just copying its neighbor, it's resetting its internal clock. Fireflies have a natural rhythm like a heartbeat of light, but when they see other flashes, they adjust their rhythm to match. Over minutes, what starts as random blinking becomes a perfectly synchronized pulse. Researchers call this phase locking. It's the same principle that causes pendulum clocks on the same wall to eventually swing in sync, or that makes audiences clap in unison without a conductor. But fireflies do it with light across entire forests. Now, you might wonder, why don't all fireflies do this? Only a few species synchronize. The answer lies in their environment. In dense forests where visibility is low, synchronized flashing makes the signal stronger. A wave of light is easier for females to spot than random sparks. It's like turning individual whispers into a chorus, but synchronization isn't just about being seen, it's about timing. Female fireflies are picky. They respond only to flashes that arrive at the right moment. If males flash too early or too late, they're ignored. By syncing, Males ensure their flashes arrive in a predictable rhythm that females can tune into. This behavior emerges naturally from simple rules. Flash, watch your neighbors adjust. There's no leader, no central control. It's a perfect example of what scientists call emergent behavior, where complex patterns arise from simple interactions. In the 1990s, mathematician Stephen Strogatz created a model that explained how fireflies sync. He showed that if each firefly adjusts its rhythm slightly based on its neighbors, the whole group will eventually flash as one. This model has since been used to understand everything from heart cells beating in rhythm to power grids stabilizing. But the fireflies were doing this millions of years before humans even existed. Today, synchronized firefly displays are becoming rare. Light pollution, habitat loss, and pesticides are threatening these magical insects. In some places, conservationists are working to protect their habitats, because losing them would mean losing one of nature's most elegant examples of cooperation. What's even more incredible is that this behavior isn't taught. It's written into their DNA. A firefly that has never seen another synchronized display will still sync up when placed in a group. It's an innate ability, a biological masterpiece. When you see a synchronized firefly display, you're not just watching pretty lights. You're witnessing a conversation, a collective decision made by thousands of tiny beings, each following simple rules that together create something magnificent. This phenomenon reminds us that even in nature, harmony often emerges from listening and adjusting. There's no conductor in the forest, just individuals paying attention to one another, creating beauty through cooperation. Have you ever witnessed fireflies synchronizing in the wild? Share your experience in the comments, and if you want to uncover more of nature's hidden wonders, subscribe to Nature Unlocked.